Isang grupo mula Amerika ang patuloy naman na nagpapaabot po ng tulong sa ating mga kababayan sa pamamagitan ng volunteerism. Para po pag-usapan yan, kasama natin sina Anthony Luna, ang Vice President po ng Pearl S. Buck International, at Professor Elizabeth Diaz, ang Presidente po ng Pearl S. Buck Philippines. Good morning po, and thank you for joining
us.
Good
morning. Thank you.
Anthony, you're part Filipino.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
we just want to clear that.
Yes, indeed. My father is from Mataas na Kahoy, Batangas, so he immigrated to the U.S. in 1964, and I'm proud to be back here now to enjoy the Philippines.
And lead this foundation, this group. As leaders of a U.S.-based non-government organization, what do you think is the biggest factor why America greatly trusts our country?
Sure, I can share that. Philippines and America have a long and storied history together of mutual cooperation, especially in terms of our mutually shared values of pursuit of freedom and democracy. So it really starts there in having those mutually shared values. So I think the conversation began there and continues there.
And of course, we have education. They have contributed so much to the educational system of the Philippines, and we've had a long history of students being sent via scholarships like the Ford Foundation and other organizations. But I would like to correct something about the Pearl S. Buck Foundation Philippines. It's an autonomous affiliate of the U.S. Pearl S. Buck Foundation. But we carry the legacy of Pearl S. Buck. And our vision is to have Filipino children living in hope. And we do this through the access of education, health care, and psychosocial support services, and so on. Anyway, we have many projects that are in collaboration with the U.S., and they help us financially through the administrative expenses and the programs that we conduct. So we have so many projects now, but maybe he can
Can you add to
add
that?
to the
Sure, sure. So I can say that our founder, Pearl S. Buck, was a famous Nobel and Pulitzer Prize winning author, but she was very passionate and loved Asia and the Philippines very much. Why? Because as a child, she grew up the first 40 years, daughter of missionaries in China. She was blonde hair, blue-eyed, fair skin. She was a foreigner amongst the population and faced, as a very young age, the sting of feeling like an outsider. So she knew what it was like to be an outsider. So her passion really poured into the Pearl Buck Foundation work, which targets children who are discriminated against because of the circumstances of their birth. Through no fault of their own, they're marginalized or not given the rights normally accorded to children. So that's the primary focus of the work since 1964, the founding, all the way to today, 2017 and forward.
Well, we started it in the Philippines in 1968, but yes, but we were incorporated in 2003. And we have been conducting a lot of projects in partnership with institutions, colleges, and so forth. So I don't know if I should mention now, one of our major projects is the Resource Mobilization Project, where we campaign in all the areas and locations of our service, like Subic, Bulacan, Pampanga, and Ormoc. And we conduct this resource mobilization event and campaign to get more sponsors, which, how much does it cost?
Sure, it's only for one sponsor, 20 pesos per day.
Oh, that's why you have 20 pesos
20
there.
pesos per day.
Okay.
20 pesos per
That's
day.
per
right?
day.
I was going to tell you not to forget to put it in your pocket. You saw it on the table.
It's just 20
so it's
pesos.
Just 20 pesos.
20 pesos to
Per
help
day.
a child get access to nutritious food, to education, and to medical care when needed.
20 pesos a day.
20
day,
pesos a
yes.
day. Just yesterday, I was taking my children are with me this week. I took them to buy a donut. The donut is 20 pesos. So I said, we can just give up our donut and share that 20 pesos with a child who really needs access to nutritious meals and education, and most importantly, opportunity for success. So just 20 pesos per day.
Professor, at this point po, ilang mga bata po?
Well, we have about 550, and we hope we can increase this by about at least 10% this year. before I step down. And we are going to hold more of our resource mobilization campaign. And I think the next one is Metro Manila, and then Bulacan, Ormoc, and Pampanga.
I noticed that it's just concentrated in Luzon. But are we targeting that eventually it will reach Visayas and Mindanao?
We hope so. If there are more kind-hearted donors and sponsors for our children all over the Philippines.
Yeah.
So we hope that we can reach these disadvantaged children and provide all these the campaign for education and health, especially like dental, medical, and other health-related projects. And we hope that there will be more kind-hearted people who will, with this program, giving them awareness of the projects that we go into. Like we have El Sevier, they provided backyard gardening where families would plant vegetables, etc., and then sell them, and also for their own use.
So it's not just for individuals who could help, but actually companies or groups.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
Okay. Sabi po, katulad po ng narinig niyo mga kapatid, 550 na po ang natutulungan ng grupong ito, pero maaari pa pong mas marami pong mga kabataan ang maaaring matulungan sa suporta po natin. How can one help and be part of this?
Sure, they can contact Pearl S. Buck Philippines directly, and they can also become a child sponsor. As I said, it's only 20 pesos per day. And
Count me in.
all right, awesome.
Thank you. That's a very laudable.
It is. Can I just say, this week I've had the opportunity to go with the staff of Pearl Buck Philippines, as well as 12 American donors, to walk into the communities where we work and to meet the beneficiaries, the people, the mothers and the children who are really struggling, but they have a lot of hope. And the tears that flowed of gratitude for the work that Pearl S. Buck does for them to help their child stay in school so that they can have success and help the family is just really touches the soul. And I'm really learning about the soul of the Filipino here this week. So I'm grateful to be a proud son of an immigrant from the Philippines and to be here this week to give back.
Professor, kayo na po ang mag-aanyaya po sa mga kababayan natin na suportahan po at maging bahagi ng Pearl S. Buck
Oo,
Philippines.
sana matulungan nyo ang ating mga kababayan, lalo na yung mga sinisilbihan naming mga areas ng Pearl S. Buck like Bulacan, Pampanga, Subic, Metro Manila, at sana mabigyan pa kami ng mga other areas na maaari naming i-develop, and we hope we can really help our disadvantaged brothers and sisters.
Ano po ang maaari nilang gawin?
Maybe you can just contact us, and we can give you the areas where you can be of help, and you can choose how you are going to pay if you want to pay. And it can also be in kind. You know, we partner with agencies and institutions, and we are planning to contact, like for instance, the Red Cross for first aid kits for our families, and maybe the Bible Society of the Philippines to provide Bibles to all our families, and also maybe you can come up with whatever projects you have in mind, and we can partner with you. So we really hope that more kababayans can help us in one way or another, whether in kind or in cash.
So ayan mga kapatid, bisitahin nyo na lamang po siguro para makita nyo po yung paraan para maging bahagi nito ang Pearl S. Buck Foundation Philippines Incorporated. Thank you so much for joining us and good morning.
Maraming
Professor
salamat.
Diaz.
Maraming
Very
salamat.
nice to meet you.
Maraming salamat,
Thank you.
Anthony.
Thank you for the
I
opportunity.
hope we can partner also in making them aware of Pearl S. Buck
Of
Foundation
course,
Philippines.
sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anthony Luna, ang Vice President po ng Pearl S. Buck International, and Professor Elizabeth Diaz, ang Presidente po ng Pearl S. Buck Philippines.